Hello everyone, good morning. Can anyone confirm audible or not? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can use your chat window. Can you respond? Yep. So the last class where we stopped. The last class we discussed about the media queries, right? So why we go for media queries? If anybody asks, by using media queries, we can design the responsive web pages. By using media queries, we can apply some CSS properties to some elements for the particular resolution or not. For that particular resolution, pixel to pixel also we can add some CSS properties to some elements or not. Pixel to pixel. For example, I want to apply some CSS 700 to 701 pixel. Okay, in this particular resolution only, I want to apply some CSS. Then the time, yes, you can go with the media queries or not. You can go with the media queries. Okay, so our next level discussion, how we can design the responsive web pages. If anybody asks, yes, by using media queries, that is one answer. The next one is like one of the third party library is there. One of the third party library is there, that is Bootstrap. By using Bootstrap also, we can do, okay, we can create or we can design the responsive web pages. Bootstrap. So if you want to work with Bootstrap, first of all, what kind of setup is required in your local machine? What kind of setup is required in your local machine if you want to work with Bootstrap? Let's do it. So let me open our workspace folder. This is our workspace folder, right? This is our workspace folder. Let me create one folder for Bootstrap. So first thing, if you want to work with Bootstrap, first of all, Bootstrap people, how they provided the functionality and everything to the developer means very simple. See, if you want to develop a responsive web page, if you want to develop a responsive web page, okay, how many ways we can develop? Okay, then we can go with what? We can go with the one is like media queries. Another one is like I said, like by using Bootstrap we can go. So first one, media queries I said, right? So who has to write the code and everything about the media queries? Okay, this particular resolution to this particular resolution, I want to apply this CSS this much width. Okay, this one to this one. Okay, less than 700, greater than 1200. Who's supposed to write the code? Developer, right? Developer supposed to write the code or not? Where we can write the CSS code in general? Where we can write the CSS code? Where we can write the CSS code? Okay, in one CSS file, right? So I am going to create my, okay, styles.css file. In this file I am going to write like media queries related stuff or not. In this CSS file I am going to write the media queries related stuff or not. Yes or no? Okay, if you want to develop a responsive web page, then we can go with what? Then we can go with the media queries. So how we can write the media queries? At the red media screen, all this stuff. Okay, at the red media screen, all this stuff. Okay, how we can write? Where we can write? In the CSS file or not? In the CSS file or not? So I need to create one CSS file like this. In that file, I'm going to write some media queries like this, and then based on my requirement, here I'm going to write my stuff. Yes or no? Yes or no? Now I said like instead of media queries, developer has to write the media queries and everything. Developer has to create this CSS file. He has to create his own CSS file. He has to write his own code based on the requirement. I said like responsive web pages I can develop by using not only media queries, by using Bootstrap also I can develop. So Bootstrap is already, okay, it's a third party library already written. So if already written by bootstrap people, then that time simply you are the person to use that CSS or not. Okay, this is already written. In the past, I created the CSS file. Okay, I am going to use this CSS file, what I created. But now is what? Now, if it is a bootstrap, already bootstrap people created the CSS. Okay, just you are the person like what? Okay, user or not. Here, the CSS written by me and used by me. Yes or no? Here, the CSS written by me, written by developer. Okay, used by whom? Used by the developer only. Yes or no? Used by the developer only. But here, already the CSS written by whom? Written by whom? Written by whom? Written by bootstrap people or not? Bootstrap people or not? Okay, bootstrap people already they written. Now I am the person. Okay, developer. I am the person just used. Okay, so used by whom? Used by the developer or not? Developer or not? So okay, the thing is here you have to learn like already written by bootstrap people, right? You should know how to use it or not. If you know how to use, okay, my bootstrap completed. My bootstrap topic get complete. So how to use, that is the question. Okay, if you want to use the CSS, first of all, that CSS file is required or not? CSS file is required or not? Who written? My bootstrap people written some CSS. That file is required for me first. Once I have that file with me, okay, as a developer, I can use it. I'm trying to use that particular, okay, particular CSS, what he written or not. Got my point? If you want to use the media queries, yes, you can use it. But the thing is, you should have to write, as developer should have to write the media queries. Okay, and my developer only should have to use that media queries. Okay, but here, okay, some third party person already written. So you are like what? You are like a user. So which one is easy for us? You want me to write and use, or here, okay, just you want me to use it? Which one is easy for us, developer wise? Okay, I don't want to write. Okay, already written by bootstrap people, just I want to use it. I don't want to spend some more time to write the code, just I want to spend the time to use it. Which one is easy for us? Which one is easy for us? Okay, you want me to write or you want me to use, or just already written that one you want me to use? Which one is easy for us? All obviously the second one or not? Somebody written, I am the user or not? So my bootstrap people written some CSS, right? What they written, that CSS file is required for me. So can I get that CSS file first? If you want to work with bootstrap, can I get the CSS file first? So how we can get the CSS file? Let's come back here. How we can get the CSS file? Go to, okay, bootstrap official website. Just type bootstrap in Google. Just type bootstrap in Google. Okay, whenever you type the bootstrap in Google, say this, the first search item, getbootstrap.com. Are you able to see this? Getbootstrap.com. Okay, just click on that link. Click on that link. Now here, see this. Okay, build fast and responsive sites with the bootstrap. If anybody asks why we go for bootstrap, okay, to develop, to build a responsive sites or not. Responsive is nothing but what? Based on the resolution, my website should fit. Okay, my website should fit for that particular resolution. How we can say one website fit for that particular resolution? If that particular website is not showing any horizontal scroll, yes, I can say without loss of content, my content should not miss. Okay, horizontal scroll always not recommended one. Always it's like a vertical scroll like this. So by using bootstrap, we can develop, okay, we can build fast. Why I said fast? Very simple. Okay, developer is the person is going to write the code and use. How much time it will take? Some time. For example, already written, only use. That means how much time it will take? Comparing with this one, it is like fast only or not? No need to write. So already written code is there. You are the user, so that we can use. Okay, we can build our applications very fast or not. So build fast and responsive sites with Bootstrap. The current version of Bootstrap is, if you observe here, version is important. Version to version, okay, there may be some CSS properties changes you may observe, you may find it. So that's the reason which version you are using, that is an important. So which version, the current Bootstrap version is like 5.0, okay, 5.3 is the version, just you can use that version. 5.3 is the version. So Bootstrap people already written some code, right? That code, that CSS code I want. So here, observe npm install Bootstrap. Okay, in future we are going to discuss about this one at the time of create the React application by using Node. Okay, by using npm, not Node, by using npm command. That time we'll discuss this one. Okay, now, okay, come on, I want to download this 5.3 version. See here. Okay, can I download it? Click on this. Okay, whenever if I click on the download link, it is navigate to some other page. Okay, now here just you can download it. Here is some download, here download is there. Okay, better to go with the source files. Just click on the download source. Okay, once you download it here, let's go to our downloads folder, show in folder. Okay, this is the zip file just downloaded. Now right click on this zip, extract it. Right click on this zip, extract it. Okay, once you extract it, okay, it takes so much time. It's okay, fine. Okay, now if you come down, okay, so now see this, there has CDN links also they are provided. CDN links nothing but content delivery network links through network. Okay, that means internet is there. Okay, you can directly get this particular CSS file and you can use the functionality. Either you can use this one also, CDN link also. CDN link also you can use it. Okay, now come here. This is my Bootstrap 5.3. Okay, can you check on the CSS? Yeah. Now if you observe here, this is the source code they written. This much code they written. Okay, it is not a matter for me. Okay, just go to dist folder. Go to build dist folder. In this folder, not only CSS, JS also there, JavaScript also there. Okay, I said like Bootstrap only for responsive web designing purpose. Okay, no, not only responsive web designing purpose, they provided some extra features also. Okay, like components. What components they provided, we'll see. Okay, that component operations and everything, okay, they handled in the JS. So for now, JS leave it. Just take a CSS. In the CSS, there has multiple CSS files are there. Don't think more about that one. The first one is what? Bootstrap is there. Just take that Bootstrap file. So copy this file. Let's go to your workspace folder. Let's go to your workspace folder. Where is our workspace folder? This is our workspace folder. Just paste it. Just paste it. Okay, this file is which type? That means extension is what? It is a CSS file. Okay, already how many lines of code they written? 275 KB data is there. So you can go to that particular file. How many lines of code my Bootstrap people written? You can check it. Now, if you observe my bootstrap.css file, if I open, now see this, these many lines of code they written. See this, these many lines of code. Now I am the user, simply I want to use these many lines of code, that's it. Okay, now if you come here, Bootstrap, the version is like 5.3. The copyrights belongs to this Bootstrap authors. Okay, MIT is nothing but it's a kind of open source. No need to pay any amount while using this particular one in your application. So if you observe here, see this, most of the things, okay, it is like whatever you learned in the past. Okay, the syntax is looks like that only or not. See, image and svg, if there is no prefix symbols, nothing is there. If there is no prefix symbols, what is this one? This is the tag name or not? So image tag and SVG tag, table tag, captions like that. If you come down, okay, these all are like elements only. Okay, like that. If you come down, see this, there has a media query there written. There has a media query there written. Okay, okay, dot lead, okay, dot display. Okay, that means what? It is like a class name. Okay, like that. Okay, they written some source, some code they written. Now I want to use this code. That's it. I want to use this code. Okay, how I want to use it? Okay, how I can use it? How I can use it? Okay, that is our discussion. That is our discussion. Already some CSS bootstrap people written. I am the user. I want to use it. How I can use it? That is the question. Got my point? So let's create one HTML file. Bootstrap 1.html. Okay, can I run this file? Okay, so far, how you run this file? Okay, right click on this one, reveal in file explorer, and right click on this one and open like this. Like this, I open it, right? That means I like this, I run the file, right? If you observe here, this is in which protocol it is running? File protocol. Any website you can see. Okay, no application is run on file protocol. Okay, it is going to run on HTTP protocol, so that now onwards don't prefer this way to open or run your HTML. Which way? Okay, right click on this file. Okay, go to reveal in file explorer and right click on this file, open. Don't prefer this way. Don't prefer. Why? Because it is running on the file protocol. Okay, now onwards I want to run this one by using HTTP protocol. How you know? Okay, can you do one thing? In your Visual Studio Code, everyone install this software, right? Visual Studio Code software, everyone installed or not? Okay, if you install the software in your machine, see, so far we discussed about two sections. Okay, from right side, this is one section, this is another section. In this section, your workspace folder is there. Okay, if you click on this particular file, that file content you can see in this section. But first section, if you observe, there has multiple icons are there. In the first section, if you observe, there has multiple icons are there. One of the icon, last icon, if you see, okay, the tooltip, can you read it? Extensions. Extensions is the tooltip. Now click on that tool. Okay, click on that extensions icon. Whenever you click on that one, now you can see in my second section, okay, visible like this. At the same time, there has one search box also there. Search for the extensions in the marketplace. Now search the extension called as a live server. Search the extension called as a live server. Now see this, the first search item you can see live server. Now if I click on the live server, in the right side you can see disable and install two buttons are there. Why uninstall means already installed in my Visual Studio Code, so it is showing uninstall, but for you it is going to show like install. So whenever you see the button like install for the live server extension, just click on the install button. Okay, once you click on the install button, your live server extension, okay, added to your Visual Studio Code. Live server extension added to your Visual Studio Code. So in my Visual Studio Code, see in the installed section, there has live server is there. Live server, two more extensions also there, we'll see later. Live server is there. Once my live server extension added in my Visual Studio Code, once you install, just close your Visual Studio Code and open it. Now you can go to your workspace folder. This is my workspace folder. Now go to any HTML file, right click on that file. Now you can see one extra option. Okay, before install live server, you may not see this option. Once you install the live server, you can see this option. Now click on this option directly now. Once you click on this one, your bootstrap.html is going to run not in the file protocol, with the HTTP protocol in one server with the port number of 5500. This is the live server. So now onwards, prefer this way to run your HTML files in your local machine. Got my point? All are okay? Okay. Now right click on this one, inspect it. Right click on this one, inspect it. whenever I run bootstrap 1.html, my browser send how many requests, where we can track my browser send how many requests, where we can track the requests and responses. Whenever I send a request to a server, my browser send how many requests, where we can track, in the network tab, right? In the network tab, So if you open that network tab, how many requests my browser sent? If I open the network tab, if I refresh the page, how many requests my browser sent? How many requests my browser sent? Only one request. See this, only one request my browser sent, 294 data transferred. Now if I click on this request URL, this is my request URL. If I click on this particular request URL, okay, now see whatever the content is there, okay, whatever the content is there, nothing is there, okay, nothing is visible. For example, if you add some content here in the bootstrap.html, this content is coming as a response here. This content is coming like a response here. Now let me clear this one. This is my clear network button. Now if I click on this one request center, my response is this one. Now tell me, once my request got completed successfully, see this status code is like, okay, green, okay, circle is there, right? That means my request got completed successfully. Whenever the request got completed successfully, that request related response in the file explorer format, where we can track that request related response in the file explorer format, where we can track in the source tab or not. Now my request got completed in the file, okay, in the source tab, in the file explorer format, okay, whatever in the network URL is there, the same URL in the folder structure it is going to show. Okay, source, okay, 1 2, this one is one folder. In this folder bootstrap is one folder. In that folder bootstrap 1.html is like one more folder or not? Yes or no? One more folder or not? Okay, now tell me, in my HTML file or in my browser, is my bootstrap.css file loaded or not loaded at this moment? At this moment, loaded or not loaded? If it is not loaded, how we can use? So once get that bootstrap.css file from the bootstrap website, first thing is what? Make sure if you want to work with bootstrap, that file should load in the browser. Then only whatever you use, that classes and everything, those are reflected. If you not, that bootstrap CSS is not loaded, then how we can use it? So make sure load that CSS file. How we can load one CSS file in your HTML? While loading HTML, if you want to load the CSS file, how we can load it? While loading HTML, if you want to load the CSS file, how we can load it? How we can load one external CSS file in your HTML? By using which tag? By using link tag or not? Link, okay, here relation is one attribute mandatory. Style sheet is my value, exact value. And href is your path. Where is your bootstrap.css? Within the same folder. So directly you can give it. Directly you can give the name. Now if you come here, can I refresh the page? If I refresh the page, can I go to the network first? Can I go to the network first? Now my browser sends how many requests? Now my browser sends how many requests? Okay, my browser sends like a 2 requests or not? One is for to get the HTML, another one is for to get the CSS. Those 2 requests got completed successfully or not? See this. Okay, it is red, and this one also. Okay, this is like a, okay, see here, this is like a green, okay, circle, and this one also green circle. Status code is like this. I can say like it is like successful for now. You can get some more idea about the status code in the Node.js discussion. Okay, server side application Node.js discussion. That time we'll discuss. Now if you go to the source, okay, see this in the bootstrap folder, bootstrap 1.html is one file, bootstrap.css file also loaded or not? Yes or no? For example, sometimes, okay, if you did right, okay, typo error, wrong, bootstrap spelling mistake, then the time can anyone guess what is my okay, response code and everything? What is my output? What is my output? Okay, now if I refresh the page, then the time, see this, then the time, observe here, bootstrap.css, I'm trying to get from this particular location, what is my file name? What is my file name? bootstrap, boot SRAP, but this is not found. This is not found. That means it is not found or not. If the request got failed, that particular response is available here or not available here. The request completed, that particular response only available in the file explorer format or not. How many requests completed? One request completed, one is like failed. So that it is like, okay, failed one. So 404, at any time if you see 404 error, okay, status code is like 404, I can understand like what? It is not found. So let's go to the console now. Okay, see this in the console also. If you see this console, now see, because bootstrap.css, okay, this one is not there, like this refused to apply some style, like this it gives me some error or not. Like this it gives me some error or not. Okay, so whenever the request got failed, you can see that failed request in your console also. Okay, 404 is nothing but I am requesting for this particular resource. Okay, I'm looking for this particular CSS file. That CSS file not there in this particular path. That time you can get like a 404 error. That time you can get like a 404 error. Got my point? Okay, now come here. Can I refresh the page? Can I refresh the page? Now see this. Yes. Working or not working? Loaded or not loaded? Both are loaded. My CSS file loaded so that I can use it or not. Okay, once my CSS file is there, yes, I can use it. Now let's start. Let's start our, okay, how to use our discussion, how to use that bootstrap.css, what it contains. Okay, now my question, my first question. My bootstrap.css contains these many lines of code. Is it possible, okay, to remember all this stuff what he written? Is it possible? First tell me. Possibility is there or not there? Okay, 200% not possible, right? No one can remember it. No one can remember it. What he written, what he written. That the reason, very simple. Okay, they already, it's a open source, they said, right? Open source is nothing but how they develop, what features they provided, everything. Okay, they published. So this is their official website. So what kind of features they provided, you can see here itself. You can see here itself in the doc section. Okay, you can see here itself. Now here in the left side section, there has one utilities section is there. Utilities section. Okay, let's start with this section. Now see, if you want to apply some color for this particular div, I have one div is there. Okay, this is my section. I want to apply some background color blue. I want to apply the background color blue. How we can apply the background color blue for this particular div? Tell me. How we can apply the background color blue? Okay, simply you can write like a style. Okay, style tag, or one more CSS file you can write it. Okay, like this you can write one more CSS file. My styles.css in this particular div, I can say my background equals to background color equals to blue. Like this I can add it. If you don't want this much, okay, very simple. This color panel is there, right? Now you can change it, which color you want. Just you can change like this. Okay, now done. Now I want to load this CSS one. How we can load here? Same story. If you want to load the CSS, link relation equals to style sheet, and my href equals to what? Href equals to my styles.css or not? Href equals to my styles.css. Now if you come here, okay, I can see my Sachin in the background color, something like this or not. I want this color in the white color. Okay, text color is white. Then how we can, here I can write like my color equals to white. Like this I can write it. Now my color is like white. Now I want that one in the center. Now text align equals to center. Text align equals to center. Now see this. Now it is like in the center or not. Okay, who written this code and everything? Who written this code? Okay, the developer. I am the person just now I written or not. I am the person just now I written or not. Okay, I'm the person just now I written or not. Yes or no? For example, think. Okay, think. The same thing already written by bootstrap people, can I use it? Which one is easy for us? The same features, background color, text align, everything, if already bootstrap people written, okay, that is easy for us, right? Already bootstrap.css is there, then why I need to create one more css? So let me delete this one, let me delete it, let me remove it. So my bootstrap people already provided, okay, some css classes for the background. So for my background, which css classes they applied, they given, okay, these many css classes they provided for the background. Now see this, for my background, see, bg primary css class, if I add, the background color is looks like. Okay, bg secondary css class, if I add, it is looks like this. These many background colors bootstrap people provided particular classes. Now tell me, which color, which background color you want me use for div? Which background color you want me to use it? I want to use bg primary. So that, can I copy this one, can I paste here? What is my class name? What is my class name? bg primary or not? Okay, now if you come here, can I refresh the page? Now see this, my bg primary color added or not? Okay, now my question is what, these many classes are there, you want me to remember these classes? Is it required? Tell me, is it required? 200% not required, don't remember. But one thing you should have to remember, what, bootstrap people provided some css classes to apply background color. Okay, to apply background colors, bootstrap people provided some css. That statement you should know. If you don't know that one also, how I can search in the Google? If you know that statement, bootstrap people provided background color classes, just go to bootstrap, okay, go to Google, bootstrap background colors, like this you can click. Now if I click on this one, okay, colors in bootstrap, okay, this is like directly text colors, you can get it. Okay, first you can check, keep in your mind, you are in which version, that is an important. You are, okay, 4, I don't want, I don't want. Okay, which one you want? 5. Okay, go with the 5. Okay, now see this, this is my 5 version, 5 plus. Now you can see this one or not. So okay, no need to remember all these classes. One thing you should have to remember, what is that one? Bootstrap people provided some css classes to apply the background color. Okay, so if you know that one, yes, you can write it, bg primary. Same like that, I want the white color, so that text white, text white is the color. Okay, to make the text is like white color. Now come here, background gradient colors and everything is there, all are like css only. Okay, now can you check somewhere, text colors, text colors. Okay, text aligns or what? These are the text aligns, these are the text aligns. So where you want, I want in the center. Okay, like this I want centered. If you want centered, what is my class? Text center is the class. If you want left side, text start. If you want right side, text end. Text center is the class. So here, okay, text center is the class. So same like this, text white. Okay, simply color, text colors, text color in bootstrap 5, text color in bootstrap 5. Now if you click on this one, colors, okay, make sure version is important. 5.0, text primary is in this color, text secondary, text success, danger, text light, text white, then the time it is turned to be like white color or not. So that particular css class you can add it here. Now all these css classes who written, bootstrap people written. Okay, now say this, the search in this. Okay, it is like background color, at the same time text white, at the same time, okay, text align center also or not? Yes or no? Okay, this is not a responsive, some extra features they added, right? That features I'm telling. Okay, the responsive thing is like a bootstrap grid system, that one is a separate topic, I will explain. All are okay? Agreed with me? Okay, like that. Okay, these many features they added. Okay, these many features are there. Okay, for example, I want to give some gap now. I want to give some gap. Which gap, you know? Okay, this content to top border, content to bottom border, I want to give some gap. So content to border, the gap between content to border, what I can say? It is like a padding or not. Content to border, a padding. So if you want to apply some padding, there has a spacing is there. Okay, positions, this is the positions one. Okay, if you observe here, if you want static position, class name is what? Position static, position relative. Okay, these CSS classes you can use it directly. Okay, top or start to bottom, top left to bottom right. Okay, top only, left means start. Okay, bottom means bottom only, right means end. Okay, like that. Now come here. Where is the spacing one? Okay, spacing you can see. Now see this margin and padding, for that also they provided some CSS. Okay, so if you want to give some margin, now see this margin, top or bottom up. Margin is nothing but M, padding is nothing but P, the class name naming convention. Okay, margin top means T, margin bottom means B, margin left means S, margin right means end. Okay, now you can use it. Same like padding also. Now I need padding top. So P top, the values are 0 to 5. So if I give like a 2, okay, P bottom, if I give like a 2, now see this. Come here, you can get some gap between, okay, top or bottom or not. Yes or no? Agreed with me? Same like this, if you want to give some margin, okay, I want some margin, top is like 2, then the time, see, which is expanded outside the border or not. From the border, it is expanded top. Okay, now if it is like margin bottom 2, now it is expanded outside the bottom border or not. If you see here, now see this, there is a red shade is there, that is the bottom border. Okay, margin bottom or not. Got my point? Like that. For spacing, they provided some CSS, some predefined classes they provided. So already they written, okay, just you can use it if you require. If you don't want, you can write it your own. Okay, in the past you written the CSS and everything, now some other person written, you are the user, that's it. Okay, so that from your end, what you have to do is, okay, this utility section, whatever the features they provided, I'm not asking you about, okay, background, which CSS classes, don't remember this one. At least these things you have to remember. Bootstrap people provided backgrounds, Bootstrap people provided borders, Bootstrap people provided some APIs. Okay, Bootstrap people provided, okay, some colors, okay, display block, display none, okay, flux float, like this. Some features they provided, that features you have to remember. Okay, once you remember that feature, then that directly can go. Flux not discussed, I will tell. Got my point? Agreed with me? Can you go through this one? This utility section, can you go through from your end? Okay, for everything, okay, you have the examples also. Just go through this one. The next one is like component section is there. Component section. Now observe here in the component section, accordion is there. Okay, how the accordion is looks like. See, if I click on this one, okay, this is my accordion. See, okay, material UI also same. Material UI will discuss at the time of React. Okay, so see this accordion. This is my accordion. See, accordion which contains some items. Each and every item has some, okay, own content. Okay, if I click on that item, that content will visible to you. Okay, this is your accordion. Accordion is looks like this. Now tell me. This is like a static page, or it is like you are performing some operations on my content. Okay, it is looks like a static one, or you are performing some operations on my, okay, content. Is not a static, right? If it is looks like this one, I'm not performing any operation. It's a kind of static, completely static. Sometimes in your application or in your browser, you can say on my content, if you perform some operation, then the time by using HTML, okay, it is like a static content we can develop. by using CSS for that static content, you can apply some look and feel. Okay, you can change the behavior. But if you want to perform some operations on the content, only HTML and CSS not enough. If you want to perform some operations, if I click on that one, I want to do something. Okay, if I hover my mouse, I want to do something. Okay, if you want to perform some operations on my elements which are loaded inside the browser, then that time by using HTML and CSS not enough. HTML only static content to display, CSS to make it look and feel. That's it. If you want to perform some operations on the content, okay, obviously you should require JavaScript. You should require JavaScript. If you observe here, in this case, to handle this functionality, JavaScript is required, only HTML and bootstrap.css is enough. JavaScript is required, only HTML and bootstrap.css is enough. Come on. In this case, are you performing some operations or not performing on my content? Okay, on this particular content, you are performing some operations, right? Then the time HTML and CSS is not enough. Okay, JavaScript is required or not? So for this particular accordion, this is my code. Let me copy this code. Okay, copy it. Okay. Now let's go to one more file, accordion.html. Whatever I copied, just paste it. Just paste it. Now let me run this accordion. Now see this look and feel wise. This one and this one same or not same? Look and feel wise. Tell me. Look and feel wise. This one and this one same or not same? No, right? No, right? Why no? Why? Why means check it. Right click and inspect it. Inspect it. Now if you go to this particular elements tab, okay, here div is there, class accordion is there. Now accordion class related CSS loaded or not loaded? Loaded or not loaded? CSS not loaded, right side not loaded. Why it is not loaded? Why? Because the accordion related CSS written by bootstrap people, that bootstrap CSS loaded or not loaded? Not loaded, right? That the reason. Okay, my CSS not applied. So what you have to do? You have to load your CSS or not. So can I write like link relation equals to style sheet? Okay, and my href equals to what? And my href equals to bootstrap.css. Now my bootstrap loaded. Okay, see my bootstrap loaded. Whenever my bootstrap loaded, now my look and feel changed or not? My look and feel changed or not? Now if you come to my elements tab, okay, accordion, see this accordion class, these many CSS they applied, that is applied from where? Bootstrap.css or not? My look and feel wise now okay. But if I click on this one, are you able to perform some operation? HTML and CSS only there. If HTML and CSS only there, it is a kind of static content. That's it. If you want to perform some operations on my content which is loaded inside the browser, what is required? What is required? JavaScript is required or not? Who written? You want me to write the JavaScript now? Already written. Already written. Bootstrap people already written or not to handle the components. Now let's go to Bootstrap. What you downloaded, you extracted, right? Go to Bootstrap. Go to your build folder. Okay, go to JS now. In the JS, now see this Bootstrap. Okay, don't think more about remaining files. Bootstrap, one file is there, right? Copy this file and paste in your workspace folder. Paste in your workspace folder. Now come here. Now I have the bootstrap.js also or not? Now here see this much JavaScript code they written. This much JavaScript code they written. This much JavaScript code they written. Okay, now this JS, I want to load it. I want to load it whenever you load the accordion. Can anyone tell? If you want to load one CSS file while loading HTML, link tag we can use it. If you want to load one JavaScript file while loading HTML, we have the script tag is there. Script tag. So script, okay, one attribute is there. Source is the attribute. Okay, source is pointing to your JS file path. My bootstrap.js is the file. Now while loading your accordion.html, how many files are going to load in your browser? Go to the network and refresh the page. Now if you observe here, okay, my bootstrap CSS loaded. Okay, let's go to the source. You can understand. Accordion.html loaded, bootstrap.js loaded, bootstrap.css also loaded or not? Now can you check the functionality? Is it working or not working? Now say this, working as expected or not? Agreed with me? Yes or no? Okay. Okay, like that multiple, okay, like that multiple components they provided. I'm not asking you again. Don't remember accordion class or accordion item, accordion header. Don't remember all this stuff, not required. Okay, what components bootstrap people provided? Accordion. Okay, in your requirement accordion is there. Yes, bootstrap people already written the code for accordion. You can copy paste that one. Okay, alerts. Okay, bootstrap people provided some code for the alerts. Yes, you can use it. Badge. Okay, badges are like this. Okay, breadcrumbs is like this. Okay, at least terminology you should know. Buttons, so button groups, so cards, so carousel is nothing but right. Okay, it's like first slide, second slide, third slide. Okay, like this it is going to move. Okay, first slide. Okay, somewhere say this, like this, like this, like this. Okay, now if you want that code, simply copy this code, that's it. Okay, here images you have to add it. Image source equals to your images, you can add it. Your images you can add it, like this collapse model. Okay, if you go model, if I click on this particular button, okay, the model is going to visible like this. Okay, from here, see, if I click on this one model is visible or not. If you want to close, you can close it. If you want this one, copy this code, simply copy this code. Now go to your, okay, workspace folder, model.html. Now just paste it, that code you can paste it. Now you can run open with live server. Now see, look and feel wise. Okay, no css, nothing is applied. So I want to add some css. How we can add it? Already css file is there, so I want to add that css to my model. Now just you can add the css like this. You can add the css. Now come here, refresh the page. Yes. Okay, once the css added, see, the functionality is not working. If I click on the button, is my html and css can handle that button clicks and everything? Functionality? No. For that, what is required? JS file is required. Now come here. Okay, take this script and go to this, and you can load this one. Now can you come here? Can I refresh the page? Now if you inspect it, okay, now can you refresh? Can you go to the source? Now my html file loaded, js and css also loaded or not? Now close this one. If I click on this one, yes, my model is visible or not visible? Okay, in this particular one you can, okay, add some content. Are you sure? Or whatever it is, are you sure? Like this, some content you can add it. Now can I refresh the page? Now if I click on this one, now see, are you sure? Okay, save the changes, otherwise you can close it. Got the point? Like that, multiple components they provided. Just go through these components what they provided. Got the point? Don't remember the code. Don't remember the code. One thing you have to remember, okay, the future name, accordion. Okay, how it looks like? Okay, bootstrap people provided or not provided? Okay, like that. Can you go through this component section as well as utilities section? In the utilities section, one thing you can leave it, display. Okay, in the grid section, I will tell you, okay, what is this display and everything. Okay, we have the different resolutions are there in bootstrap. That resolutions and everything we'll discuss in the next class. Okay, grid system in the bootstrap, that is an important thing. By using that one only, we are going to design a form with responsive. So grid system in the bootstrap, that is our next level discussion. Okay, so far if you observe, there has one registration form is there, you already created, right? This registration form, look and feel wise, it's not that much. Okay, for any resolution, this registration form is looks like this only, but my requirement is not like that. I want to make it look and feel by using bootstrap. I want to make it like fit for each and every resolution. Okay, by using bootstrap, it should be fit, and look and feel wise also it should be good. Like that, I want to design this registration form by using bootstrap. The same form only I want to design, okay, with bootstrap. What my point? Agreed with me? Okay, so your assignment is like, okay, go to this website. All are completed. HTML or not completed? HTML completed or not completed? If you not complete, complete it. Inline block level attributes, input controls, HTML tags, HTML5 tags also complete. If you not complete, okay, let's go to the CSS. All this stuff: apply styles, box model, position, selectors, media queries, CSS properties, CSS3. Everything you can complete. Read and come. Okay, Bootstrap. Just go. Okay, CSS property, multiple CSS properties are there. Based on the requirement, you can go to internet and get the property and apply it. You know how to apply, right? You know how to apply or not? Okay, the next one is like Bootstrap. Okay, go with this website. Okay, go to, okay, just type Bootstrap in your Google. Okay, first one, get bootstrap.com. Click on this one. Make sure the version is important. Okay, now click on the docs section. Click on the docs section. In this docs section, just go through the component section, go through the component section and utility section. These two things you can complete. Components and utilities. Components and utilities. These two things you can complete. Okay. Tomorrow we have class. Exactly, you can join at 9. Okay, and one more thing. Okay, as I said, I want to provide like 10 video sessions, right? Okay, so that I provided like, okay, last 11 classes video sessions here. You can go through this one. Okay, so now onwards I'm not able to provide any video sessions. If you want videos access, you have to pay some extra amount if you want video. And one thing I recommended, like, who want to put some experience from this batch, okay, better to take the videos. Why? Because you people has to revise the sessions, okay, multiple times. Who want to put some experience? Already working people, not required for them. Who want to put some experience, who want to try like 2 to 3 years of experience, want to put it, those persons, okay, just take the videos. Why? Because you should have to revise the sessions multiple times. Got my point? Okay, so first 11 sessions here. So let me upload it. Okay, if you already paid, okay, you should have to get one link. Okay, just accept that link so that, okay, you can get the video links directly to your email ID on daily basis every day after the class completion. Okay, they take like 1 hour time. Okay, they are going to share that video link with you. If you already paid the fee, okay, still you are not get that videos, just contact with admin. Just contact with admin. Okay, he will tell you the process. Yeah, uploaded in the uijavakit.com. Okay, from the React tab, you can download it. So far, what we discussed. Okay. Okay, then working people. Okay, you can drop if you have office. Working people, you can drop. Okay, remind people. Anyone have any questions? Working people can drop. Anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions?
Actually, I have one question.
Yep.
So suppose I have 3 div. So I want 1 div, 2 div, in one row, another div is another row. How can I do that?
Again, you have 3 divs.
Yeah, and I want to put 2 div in one row and the third one in another row.
You have to use like I can say media queries, right? Okay, media queries. If you want to use, you can use it for one resolution. For all the resolution, same.
For all the resolutions, same.
For all the resolution, let's take this one. Now say this. This is one div. This is one div. These two are like in one row, right? For that, what code you written here? Okay, see this. The width you provided some width. Okay, display inline block. If you put, then the time. If you put like display inline block, then what happen? If you put like display inline block, it is take your width only. It is not take the full width. Okay, if you're not here, if you're not written, then the time see still you have width is 49 only. Still this space is occupied this div only. I don't want like that. I don't want like that. Then what you have to do? Okay, whenever if you want to apply your own width, then the time, okay, you can write width and as well as display inline block. This is an important one. Display inline is nothing but content width. Display block is nothing but parent width. Display inline block is nothing but your width. So if you want to add your width, you have to give width and display inline block. For this div, you can add it. Okay, the next div is like anyway, it's a block level, it takes the full width of your body.
Okay, so if I want to put all these 3, suppose in one row, then I have to put display inline block for all
Inline
these.
block and width you can decrease it. 33%
Okay.
you can give it.
Okay, I got it. Whenever I'll put the display inline block, then they will go in a row.
Yeah, if you not put it, they will go in a row. Yes.
Okay, okay, got it.
We not provide any experience, okay, but once we complete the course, okay, if you want any references, we'll see. Okay, first focus on the subject. Okay, so next 2 months are important. Okay, July and August we are going to complete. By August ending, we are going to complete our sessions. So these 2 months are important. Just you can practice. We want to put some experience. So after that, you can think about, once you have the subject, just you can think about the experience and everything later. You can get multiple consultancies or there you can get the experience later from anywhere. That's not an issue. First focus on the subject. Okay. So our target is like by August ending, we are going to complete our sessions. Okay, first 1 month we don't have, I'm not take the sessions on Sunday, but in the August month we are going to take the sessions on Sunday also. Okay.
I'm sorry, can you recap the position actually?
Positions done, right?
Yeah, I'm just like did forget.
Okay, 5 positions actually we have. Okay, sticky is not discussed. I will tell. Okay, static, absolute, relative, fixed, and sticky. Okay, static is the default position. Okay, tomorrow class is there. The absolute is like other than static anything. Okay. The absolute static, any other position is there, we can apply top, right, left, bottom. Okay, if it is like an absolute, we can apply top, right, left, bottom. Okay, otherwise you can write like this. How many positions are there? How many positions are there? Static, absolute. Next, relative, right? Next, fixed, sticky. Okay, the first thing we can apply top, right, left, bottom. Applied or not applied? Here, no. Here, we can apply.
Yes.
Here, we can apply. Here, we can apply. Here, we can apply. Okay. Next, remove the space from the DOM. Remove the space from the DOM. For static, no,
No.
nothing. Okay, absolute. Remove the space from the DOM or not?
Yes.
Yes. Relative, no. Fixed,
Yes.
remove the space from the DOM or not? Yes. Sticky,
No.
no, no. Okay, the next one. Okay, behavior. Behavior will change or not? Okay, static, nothing. Static, nothing. Okay, now here, absolute. Black level to inline. Relative, no. Fixed, yes. Behavior change. Sticky, no. Okay, reference point. Reference. From where it is going to take as a reference? It's take, come on. It's take
When.
parent as a reference.
Parent.
When? If parent has other than, come on, other than static. Otherwise, finally what? HTML as a reference or not? Yes or no? Finally, it's take like a HTML as a reference or not? Okay, this is first one, static, nothing. For my absolute, it's take which one as a reference? For my absolute, it's take which one as
Parent.
a reference? Parent as a
Parent.
reference or not? Okay, what about relative? What about relative? What about relative? It's take current position as a reference or not? What about fixed? Viewport or window or HTML as a reference or not? Okay, sticky. Okay, not a discussed, we'll tell. Got my point? Yes or no? Any other questions, anyone? Anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions? No? Okay then, thank you guys, thanks for joining. Okay, where I can find the today's notes? Okay, go to this website, uijavakit.com. Okay, go to React tile, React.js. Okay, come down today class. From here you can download today class notes. From here you can download. Okay. Okay then, thank you guys. Bye.